Hi, Capricorns, my powerhouses. How are you? How's life? How's it going? Just came out of that the Cancer season of Cancer, going into Leo. Ooh, August is an interesting month for Capricorns. It always will be, always has been. This month's really interesting because there's so much powerhouse energy in Leo. We have that eclipse in Leo. We have a lot of planets in Leo. And before I get into that, let me just say that I am still working with my beautiful friend Tiffany. Here is this amazing triple stone pendant. I just think it's amazing. Handpicked, handmade. One of my dearest friends. Check her out, Pink LUNE. I'm going to leave her info below. 15% off. Seriously. I love her, and that's why I'm doing this, because I love her jewelry and I love her, and I think you guys will really connect. So check it out. Leave it in the description box. All right. But okay, why? Okay, let's ask the question. Why is August and why is Leo season such a heavy, intense time for Cappies? It's probably wondering, right? Well, it's your eighth house. What is the eighth house? What does the eighth house do? What does it feel like? The eighth house is the house of death and resurrection. It is the house of transformation. It is the house of sex, death, and magic. It's intense. And having your eighth house in Leo, Leo is like heart and passion and fire. I mean, it's your placements are really interesting that way, and they demand a lot of you. So this month is going deep. And I'm looking at my note right now. This is a month, what I wrote is slow down and look hard. Slow down and look hard and deep inside. This month is going to feel like you are going across the river Styx and coming back. I think you can get behind that energy, Cappies, because you have an intensity to you that will ride with this. But I think for some of you, if you're feeling impatient, you're wanting to work really hard and get your projects done and move hard and fast on things. This month is a month to slow down. You're going to feel slower just by the fact that 8th house energy like this, especially for Capricorn risings out there, this month is going to be a slowdown. It's going to be a slowdown. It's going to be a time to look inside and just assess what is serving you. What is serving you? What is working for you? What is not working for you? Because I feel like, you Capricorns, because you work so hard and you push hard for everything, and I think we've talked about this in other months before too, but you often get yourself into commitments or situations that stop serving you long past when you should have left them behind. And when you're in the house of death and transformation, things that no longer serve you will go. Things that no longer serving you will fly out and say goodbye. And you'll notice too that you can't ignore things that are bothering you anymore. And so that's kind of hard sometimes if you're just trying to be efficient and get your work done and show up and be there. Like when you have this like sensation of things just nagging at you and not working for you anymore, and you're trying to get stuff done and be efficient, it can be really frustrating. So there's a little bit of this give and pull, this give and take going on here. There's a depth here that I think you're going to be feeling the impact of it quite strongly. And the thing is, here's this Queen of Swords right off the bat. Now this woman this woman right here will cut strings that are holding her back. She will cut ties that do not work for her anymore. And I just feel like some of you are going to be sensing things that don't serve you anymore, do not work for you anymore, are not feeling good for you anymore. You're going to be noticing them pinging at you. Pinging, pinging, pinging. It's okay. Just take a look. Just take a look, because the things that you release yourself from are opening you up to some really beautiful things. Now, one of the things about the 8th house, yes, it is death. Yes, it is fog. Yes, it is darkness. Yes, it is going underground and reemerging. But what's the amazing part about this is that you are reemerging. And I think a lot of you, this is one of those months where we're setting up what you really want. what you really need, what you're really after. This month, you are going to be looking at love. Pretty strikingly looking at love. Two of Cups and the King of Cups. You know, so much of your work ethic and how you go about the world, you know, it's not about the gooey. It's about the practicality. It's about getting it done. It's about showing up. It's about moving on things. But when you're in your 8th house, it is about looking at this. You guys have a huge heart. You show up for people. You make things happen. You want to make things happen. Whoa, the power just did a whole crazy thing. It went like low and high again. So, wow. Okay, you want to make things happen. You want to make things move. You have to look at this other part of yourself, this lover side of yourself. I think some of you are really ready for this commitment and this care and this love and this gooiness, but it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable place to be in, and it can feel a little bit daunting. But it's beautiful. I mean, there's something going on here, you know, as much as I was saying, ooh, 8th house placement, really heavy, really, really intense. It's like somehow you're rolling with it. And there's something really positive going on here. So we have that 2 of Cups and King of Cups, which is ooey gooey goodness. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you in this time are finding that people are coming to you that make you feel really supported and whole and good. Truly. You know, money. There's something going on here with money too. Like, this is news coming in about money, but this is also about slowing down and looking, how are you making your money? Where are you putting your energy and your time? And this is also about your time. You know, are you putting time into things that make you feel poor and tired? Or are you putting time and energy into things that make you feel buoyant and live and fresh and new? And I think this is going back to this cutting ties of anything that is not doing that for you. You are freeing yourself up from any old dead weight. That's a lot of what this month is about. Freeing yourself up from any old dead weight. Because Leo is the heart center house. You know, you only want to have things in your life that have purpose and meaning and are pushing you forward. That's it. And I think, Cappies, you do have this tendency to get in over your head with the work and with commitments. Before you know it, you're doing stuff that does not suit your heart or your home or anything else. And that's just what keeps coming up for me. It keeps coming up. So really look at that. Because I think a lot of you feel like you have to play this role. You know, a lot of this month is about what role are you playing in the world? You know, you feel that you have to play this role of go-getter, being a cardinal sign, you know. Do you feel like you have to play that role? But yeah, I think a lot of you do. But what you want this marriage and partnership. Here's this 4 of Wands. Wow, love is really strong. Like, you guys are really looking and striving for that heart connection. You know, I think a lot of you, this slowdown with this 8th house is really making you look at, like, what does love actually mean? What does love actually look like? What does, like, home and family actually look like? You know, what does really spending my time, my limited time on this earth, really look like? Because I think a lot of you are realizing it does not look like just work and being the one person who carries the load of everybody. Like, that's not working for you. And a lot of you are just like, it's just hitting you hard. And we have this Hanged Man here. And here's that, you know, going deep. This is going deep and sitting with some heaviness, some real heaviness going on here, you guys. I think some of you are just hitting a wall. And you're going to be feeling that. Like, you just need to take some time and really look like you want this. You want this. Whoa. Who are you? Who even are you at this point? If you can't be the person that's always getting things done and you're looking for this whole romantic altar, you know, what the heck? What is this? What is this? It's a legitimate part of who you are, though. It's a legitimate part of how you go about the world, and it's catching up with you because you want to have some more balance. You want to experience different parts of life. You don't just want to be the hard-working energy. You don't want to just be that goat climbing up the side of a mountain anymore. And this has been a big theme for you guys this year in general. It's been a huge theme for you guys. And And it's kind of coming to this culmination where you have to choose to shed an old skin. And you're going in there. You're going to do it. Okay, here we go. We're going to shed this old skin. But what's so amazing, you guys, is if you do this work, if you sit here with this real desire that you have, I think a lot of you, it's like you've dreamt of this partnership and you've dreamt of what it would feel like to get to be a heart-centered person. You've dreamt what it feels like to be a powerhouse, right? In love, in romance, in home, in family, and what that looks like. You've dreamt of this. You're feeling ready. You're feeling ready. And once you get to the end of this month and we go into the Virgo energy, Virgo is your 6th house of balance, right? There's balance. You've got to have some balance here and some health and daily routines, right? But you're getting freed up for a new fresh start. For me, what's going on in August is you are going to be coming head to head with your dreams of what love and work really look like. You are going to be coming head to head with that. You're going to be sitting with that, and you're going to be working on the manifestation of that. What does that do by the end of the month? It sets you up to have a new beginning in love and to feel a lot more lighthearted and childish about it. I think you guys, you take things seriously. You can be really fun and funny and playful, but you take life kind of seriously. You really take your work seriously. You really take your role in life seriously. You really take what you put out there very seriously. Once again, there's something going on because your 8th house is Leo, which Leo is playfulness and creativity and passion and childishness and children and all of this beautiful stuff. It's like, because your 8th house is in that is where it's a heavy, dark death transformation. It's asking you to be more childish and playful and carefree in a positive way. That's inviting something beautiful in for you. The Fool believes in what's coming. They have the knowledge to know they don't know what's next, but that they are ready. They have the knowledge that they know nothing, right? And that Ace of Cups, fresh beginnings in love, fresh beginnings in romance and love and heart-centered. You are being called the second half of this year to love, to connect, to find passion in the things that are around you, and to only do things in your life that have meaning for you and that have vibrancy for you. This is not a time to be skimming over the fact that this stuff is coming up for you, that this heart-centered stuff and that your heart chakra is going to be feeling infusions. Like, do not skim over that, you guys, because it will feel atrocious if you stop. I'm feeling super sassy right now because it's Leo season. I am a Leo. And I just can't help it, you guys. This is your time. You have to get real with your heart center. You have to get real with what is really speaking to you, because so many of you just work so hard. You don't pay attention to this. You don't pay attention to this. You don't pay attention to this. You don't pay attention to this part of you that is screaming out for some attention. You have so much love to give, and yet somehow it gets trapped away in all this other stuff. You stay busy. You stay focused on the prize. And this month is going to be asking you to not be so busy in your head and in your work and what you're doing. It's asking you to pull back and sit back. Please sit back and look. Because your heart is trying to speak to you. And you tend to just put it back there. We don't have time for that heart talk right now. We have things to do. I get it, Cappies. I get it. I love a good hard worker. But I know this is how you feel deep down. What is all this work for if there isn't love? What is all this hard work for if there isn't partnership? What is all this hard work for if there isn't a home to go to or a community to go to that makes me feel like I'm in the flow? And it's this little message back here in the back of your head, because you guys are so authentic. That's the thing. You guys are so authentic. Only authentic things can be in your life. If it's not authentic, it's going. And that's why I think sometimes the emotional side, it's like you don't have patience to claw through all the amount of data and the bullshit. You just don't want to do that. You only want things to come in that are going to suit you and be authentic, right? And this card, this reading finishes out with a 3 of Pentacles, and it's so funny because this is a work card and this is a partnership card in the work sense. But I'm somehow getting that this is like, you need love to work the way that work does. You need somebody who practically looks at you and says, I appreciate for who you are, and is authentic and brings the authenticity. Period. Like, you do not have time for anything else, and you will not put up with anything else, right? You want to take all the success you have with work, with how you work in the world and how authentic you are. You want to take that template and put it into your love. And you can. That's the thing, you can. You totally can. I mean, love is on the horizon here, you guys. It's like, I feel it. And you're resistant to it a little bit because you're just skeptical that authenticity can come out of this kind of thing, out of this emotional level, but you're ready and it's calling to you. And so being sucked down in that 8th house, the river Styx, the underworld, and coming back out, what you're going to be meeting down there in the fog, in the slowness, is going to be love. It's going to be heart center. You're going to be feeling your heart speaking this month. So for those of you wanting to fall in love or thinking about love, this is a really epic month. This is a month to really go in there. Make your list, but make it count. Don't make it like ridiculous things. Don't make that dream list of heart and family ridiculous things. Make it the things that count. Authenticity, empathy, work ethic, showing up, consistency. Those are the things that matter. Make it about that because you're manifesting right now. This is manifesting energy, and you got to sit with it, and you got to be quiet with it, and you got to get real with it. Because this heart that's speaking to you, this heart that is crying out to you, it's not going anywhere. So you might as well sit this month and have some fun with it. Have some fun with it. Take it easy, you guys. You work so hard. It's time. There's been so many disruptions and changes for you with work and your environment and who you're living with and how so much has been crashing into you that no wonder this month is asking you to just sit with your heart for a minute in the quiet. You like to make a lot of noise and keep things rolling, but sometimes it's good to just sit. Okay, I love you guys. I think this month's going to be great for you. Like I said, there's something going on here for those of you looking for those lovers out there. Ooh. I'm excited to do your September reading because we are setting up for love. We are setting up for love. Some of you might even meet the person that you're going to fall in love with this month because I have so much love energy in this spread. But it's just the beginning of a journey. So don't get your panties in a bunch if that's not exactly what happens, because this is just the beginning. We're just opening the door to this heart stuff. We're just opening the door to a softer side of the year before this first half of the year was crazy, banana, Cocoa Puffs, whatever. The second half of this year is much more about your heart. It's much more about what's going on here at the deepest level. So keep that in mind. I love you guys. I'm going to leave my website, my email below. I do Skype readings. I do video readings. We can do phone readings. I'd love to work with you guys. It's always so much fun. Please check out the description box for that. And for Pink LUNE, she's got that 15% off for you. You know you like it. Awesome stuff. I will talk to you in September. Take it easy. Feel the love. Relax. Woo!